In previous video, we have talked about this category. Well, I said and I mentioned that there are two ways we can solve this part. Well, number one is we can add the category in any view we just want, like home, details, and for example, we have thousands of views and we have to add in every views. Okay, but this will throw an error, like not error, it will be problematic for us. So I said there is another way we can do it very nicely. Okay, let's see the second option. So the second option is like the template tags. How we can use the template tags? So I have here the documentation. You have to be able to read the documentation as well, and you can solve every kind of error or issue or bug, or you can have new things from the documentation. Well, Django has a very great documentation. So here we have the template tags. Okay, template tags here mentioned. So there are two kinds of template tags. One is, well, very simple or simple tag, and the other is, well, inclusion tag. Okay, this is, for example, we have this part, and how we can include or how we can create some template tag. For example, a simple tag for firstly. Okay, here is polls. So this is our blog directory or our blog app. Okay, so in the blog app we have these parts. Okay, we will ignore this. So in the blog app we have to add a template tags, so a directory called template tags. In this directory we have to have two, well, specifically or minimum two files, like init.py file and the other whatever we name this, any kind of tag, and then we can use this. This is simple tag. This is the formula. Then after that we will just will load this and we use this. For example, let's have the very simple tag. Here we had this blog, and the blog I want to create a directory called, well, template tags, the same name, or spelling should be correct. Okay, I want to have a file underscore .py file, and one other file will be like I want to have base tag, for example. Another file will be like base tag. Here is base tags. Okay, now we have to import this in the base tag, the template, and then let's register. Okay, everything is here mentioned, like we have the register. We just copy and paste this. The library will be here. Like let's have def the title. For example, we want to have the title here. Okay, the title will be empty, and let's return the, well, blogging website. Okay, I want to change this part. For example, we have here a part start bootstrap. Instead of this start bootstrap, we have to add something like, we have to use the simple tag or template tags of Django. Okay, this is very simple. This is very clean, and now we can use this. How we can use? In base.html we have to add something here. Now, for example, we have to load this. Okay, load base text. Okay, then after that we have here the, well, the title. Okay, very simple. When I just refresh, so here are something like template syntax error. When we have the template tag, when we use this template tag, we have to stop the server and then restart it again. Okay, I want to run the server once again, and I refresh this. When I refresh, everything will be correct. But here is one thing, well, not correct, invalid block. Okay, we have seen here, like we have not registered this because this is simple tag and we have not registered it yet. That's why it throws an error. Now we have to stop the server and run it once again. Okay, when I refresh this, well, it shows blogging website or any kind of, well, on any article when I reach, so the same thing will be here. So this is the basic tag or the simple tag. Now how we can use the template tags and we change this, because when I have this other route it will be removed. Now for example, we have in the view all the things, like here in both views I have included this category, so that's why it is browsable now. Okay, and the template tags, now I want to have how we can have another part like register. Let's have the register dot inclusion tag. I want to have inclusion tag. Now here I pass and def category navbar. Why I have this? Because this is a name only. Instead of having something complex, I want to have category navbar. Okay, here I have a return. In the return, what I have to add, I want to add this thing. Okay, the same thing, I want to take it here in the base tag or in the template tag. Now it throws an error. I want to import this from dot import category. Why it is like that? Because we are in a directory which is called template tags, and after that we want to be out of this directory and then in the model. That's why we have from two dots. One is, well, out of this directory, and the other is the model directory. So import the category. We have imported this category. So here I want to have something else as well. First of all, before that I want to have like some files. In the template, there is template, and the block I want to have another folder which is called, for example, partials. Okay, in the partials I just have category navbar.html. okay, in this part I want to add some, or I want to copy and paste some part of code like this part. Okay, I want to cut this and I add it here. Now this part of the code is from base.html, okay, the category part, and the base tags I want to add it here like the block, okay, block, partials, and category name part, because the template name was category navbar.html. Well and clean. What does it mean? Well, here I have registered, or I have the inclusion tag like block, partial, category navbar. What it means? It means that whatever I have here, whatever I have taken here, it should pass all the things here in this category navbar.html. So the name is actually also the category navbar. So this is a function, or this is inclusion tag, and it will have all the things like from the base.html. Let's see, I had this part. Well, this part was from base.html. So now in the base.html, what I do, I just include, or I pass like the title which I did, category navbar. Only this is enough, nothing else. Okay, this is the base.html. We have this category navbar. What is this category navbar? This is the function name which I had here, like this function name. And what does it do? It has all the categories, and it will pass this category here in this, well, template. So this template will show everything like we have here. The template, well, category, it will have the, well, for loop here. So it will work as what I wanted, or we wanted. Like when I refresh, I run this and I refresh this thing. Okay, everything is correct, everything is working. But let's remove this thing from the views. Okay, not needed this part. and also this part. Let's see it works or not. Let me refresh once again. Okay, it works fine. Okay. Now everything works fine. Now we do not need to include these things here in every views. So our views are clean and it looks well.